Ronaldo was just my unbeatable goalie robot. So I've seen a few clips from this, but I don't know how good this actually is.
This is the world's greatest goalkeeper because it's a robot. And it's really, really fast. And this is Ronaldo, the world's greatest soccer player.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Ronaldo! Ronaldo!
So the question becomes, what happens when the world's greatest player faces off against the world's greatest keeper? Now, to even get to this point, I had to survive the toughest of coaches.
Don't cut the corner!
The strongest of...
You know, when I initially saw this video, I thought this was a clickbait, but I didn't. I'm obviously Macro was big enough to have a video with Ronaldo, but I thought this was a clickbait.
Legs.
He actually does have Ronaldo
A
there.
lot of failure and a little blood. Look at my hand! But all that started for me right here at the most iconic football stadium in the world when I was invited to play in the Sidemen charity match. And I came ready to play.
Left back! Mark!
Biggest stage of football we could ever play, 90,000.
My second favorite moment was when Speed tried to outspeed me.
Challenge from Mark Rober.
Because my
Robo was
first
actually
favorite
good at-
moment
good in
was when
this,
I
by
got
the
to
way.
take a penalty kick and score a goal in front of 90,000 of my closest friends. Now, to say this was a dream of a lifetime would be an understatement. I've been playing soccer my whole life, starting at 5 years old, and that's the kind of moment you only dream about as a kid. The problem was, now that I realized how good that felt, I couldn't shake the idea that somehow I'd miss my life's calling to compete at the highest level with the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, normally, because I'm generally uncoordinated, when I need to compete at the highest level, I just rely on my brain, which means I know what it feels like to be a world-class bowler, a world-class field goal kicker, that's my boy, world-class darts player, jigsaw champion, domino layer, and golfer.
What?
And so while that was a reliable plan B, if I was ever gonna have a chance to actually compete in a sport with my raw athletic talent, this would be my best shot. So with the cheers of Wembley
Bro,
still ringing in my
what?
ears, I made my way back to the pitch to meet up with the one person I knew could prepare me for the debut of my professional career, the GOAT of American soccer himself,
Mark, what's up, bud?
Landon Donovan. How we doing? And I cut right to it, asking if there's anything I would first need to know before going pro.
Okay, so you're training twice a day on the field.
I thought it was going to be prolific.
Hour 15 in the gym every day. Okay. After that, calf raises, okay? 30 minutes a day, you're at home, calf raises. Every time you're running, ball at your feet all the time. What about your ice creams and your treats and your dessert? Lots of stretching, yoga, that's Pilates as well. Talking to a sports psychologist, keep your heart rate low while you're doing it. It's cutting, it's sprint, keep your hips mobile, running, jogging, it's massage. 6 more
No.
things.
Can you just write this down for me?
Yeah, I was going to say, this is like teaching trigonometry to a 5-year-old.
Just read my book.
Oh, it's come in audiobook?
Yes, it does.
It does? Okay, good.
Let me see what we're working with.
We started by running a 5-drill gauntlet to see if I had what it takes. Starting with the simple exercise of kicking a ball straight up in the air. Easy enough?
That wasn't a good touch.
Oh boy.
No. Every time you mess up, you gotta take a lap.
What? Apparently this is a pretty common training technique for soccer.
Don't cut the corners!
It is a common technique, but you don't take a lap on that sort of a mistake, especially when you're playing for the first time.
With every mistake meaning a full lap around the field.
Try again.
Oh,
Take a
Okay.
lap.
Drill number 2 was testing my aerial attack, where I had to practice heading a ball lifted up to Ronaldo's max jump height at 9.5 feet.
This is not gonna happen. Yep.
Is it close? Must have been good, right?
Lap.
Soccer's hard. Test 3 was the banana kick.
Just like this.
I hate when people call it the banana kick, like banana kick. Bro, just call it like a cool shot.
We had to put spin on the ball to bend it into the net.
Not bad.
I got a not bad.
Not good.
I got a not good. I know. Lap.
faster, please.
The next 2 tests involved speed and accuracy.
So just like this.
This one, we had to bomb a ball into the goal from halfway down the field.
I mean, the coach himself didn't do that. So easy to do, by the way. If you can't do it from there, you shit. Yeah. I'm assuming it's his first time actually training.
So I gave it a shot and actually made it pretty far away from the net.
Lap.
Dang it! But I was feeling optimistic about the final test because that was
He said he played soccer since a kid. I think he played soccer when he was a kid, not since he's a kid, since he's been a kid.
for distance. So I was pretty sure I was running my last lap.
Don't cut the corner!
Barely cut!
All right, Mark. 4 targets, 4 balls.
I just had to hit the top right.
Oh, I hit the post.
and
He's
then
not the
top
worst
left,
American that I've seen, by the
and
way.
the bottom right, and the bottom left. Oh, is that even possible?
mean, you could have just said yes.
Lap. Let's go. Corner!
It's like a foot, coach. Oh.
I love the effort. I'd stick to science, bud.
So with that resounding end to my professional soccer
They
career,
definitely won first try. Yeah, I was gonna say, but I don't want to. I don't want to be that guy, but I don't think the coach himself was good enough. But because we haven't seen something good from the coach either.
Landon.
it's time to start thinking like an engineer and initiate plan B. And so after consulting with the team for a little brainstorm, this was plan B. If I want to be the best soccer player in the world, I'll first need to defeat the best soccer player in the world. In other words, I
Do you
need
know
to
who
switch positions
Donovan is?
so they
Do you not know who Donovan is? No, I've heard of him before, but I don't know how good he actually is.
make it impossible for Cristiano Ronaldo to score a goal on me by building the world's greatest goalkeeper.
He was pretty good. Yeah, I've heard of the name before, but show me the guy and say that, oh, this is Donovan. I would know.
There's a problem with that.
I don't know
kicks the
that.
ball
I
at
don't
80
think I've
miles
ever
per
seen
hour.
him play.
So it'll reach the goal line in just a quarter of a second. Now, if our goalie's centered, then the maximum distance he has to travel is 12 feet. That means he'll need to yeet himself to 40 miles per hour, then slam
Basically, let's just say he was good enough to get a hue on. Oh, was he? I don't know. I heard of the name, but not enough to be like, yeah, I don't know. Hero is a big thing. Donovan, footballer. Oh, so he looks so different. I know this guy. He looks so different. I know the guy with no hair. I think he went to Turkey after this.
back on the brakes to 0, all within 250 milliseconds. That's literally half the time it takes to blink. In other words, I'm gonna need some really big motors and a bunch of fancy cameras to track the ball so we can predict the trajectory after only a few milliseconds. For the fancy camera part, we got ourselves 12 high-speed infrared cameras. So while a normal camera sees me and Ian and anything else that's randomly in the background, those 12 cameras only see one thing: this soccer ball. And that's because if you look real close on the soccer ball, we've got these little gray stickers called retroreflectors, whose surface is made up of tiny little glass spheres that bounce any light right back at the light source, like you see with those markers on the road or with road signs. So these cameras blast the scene with infrared light, and because they can only see infrared, the retroreflectors glow super bright relative to everything else. So when you compare exactly where the center of the bright spot is in all 12 images, and then do some really complicated math, you get a 3D position of where the ball is down to the nearest millimeter 500 times per second. For us, that means 6 milliseconds after being kicked, we now have 3 data points we can draw a line through to predict where the ball will end up. In other words, by the time Ronaldo's kick has traveled exactly this far, the goalie robot will already know exactly where
Yeah, but then can't you just curl it in? The robot wouldn't know if it's curling it in.
than 70 miles per hour. And apparently Ian got Coach Landon's scouting report, because when I showed up, there were 2 D1 soccer players already there to take the kick instead of just asking me.
Ian, I specifically remember telling you I can do that for you.
I remember you saying that. I do.
But I'm nothing if not a team
If you take
player, so I volunteered to get in goal.
I'm so confident. Not only am I going to block your shot, but I'm going to get its speed at the same time. Please don't hit me. I'm done!
Okay.
I tried aiming away from him.
Medic.
Oh, that's bad.
Look at my hand.
But it would take a lot more than that to keep Mark Rober down, because it's not about how many times you fall, it's about how many times you get up. So I cleaned my wounds and courageously stepped back in the line of fire.
Let's see what you got. 66.
That's not bad.
Which was good, but not quite fast enough, so we had to keep trying.
Also, I don't think it's safe to take fast, like full power shots.
Wow. 67.
Indoors.
Which I'm assuming will
In
be
like
good
a
enough for the
studio.
top comment, but not good enough for our top speed.
Go! 71.
We now had the data to verify our design would actually work, which meant we were finally ready for a 10-second build montage.
He's got his own face on it.
This is 1-to-1, no?
Yeah, that checks.
Here's how it works. Those cameras we talked about all plug into a computer that figures out super quickly in real time where the ball is going to end up, and then it sends that answer to the pair of 50 horsepower motors right here and here. Then each of those motors is attached to a belt that whips our carriage-mounted goal to the exact spot the ball will be, plus or minus the width of a human hair. So all that was left to do now is to see if it actually worked.
Want to try to take a shot?
Do you want to try and block a shot? Hands away from the keyboard. Here we go. Oh!
Well, that was slow though.
Okay, Mark Mark Rober.
Better luck next time, Mark Rober.
Now, to appreciate how tricky that is, there is a ton of data with over 5,000 camera frames updating the goalie position real time every second. The only problem was this warehouse was basically in the middle of nowhere with zero internet. So I hit up my besties at T-Mobile and they hooked us up, which meant we were firing on all cylinders.
If it was Ronaldo shooting, would be 2 times the power. Yeah. So, and I think the way it's moving right now, it's like the carnival goalkeepers are like that. Have you played like carnival keepers, the thing that goes like this?
Thanks to the best network in the US. For my second shot, I tried to get tricky with the off-speed kick.
Bring the heat.
3, 2, 1. Wow.
There's no fake outs.
You coded the Panenka. Dang it. There's no fool in this guy.
You want to go again?
Finally, in frustration, I just reverted to raw power with a kick.
Okay,
That would
well,
make Coach Landon very proud. So while it wasn't yet perfect, it was certainly looking very promising, even if I'd already identified.
it's just not done yet.
Oh, shit. Hey, we weren't ready. Redo.
So to make sure we had truly worked out all the bugs before facing
Good
Ronaldo,
pen, I can't lie. Yeah, but it probably took him like 50 tries.
we decided to gather real-world data by heading out to a local
I don't know how good it actually gets.
high school for some actual competition in the form of 5 shooters of increasing difficulty, culminating with the final boss, Destroying, aka the strongest leg on the internet. And we kicked things off with what was certainly the most intimidating opponent.
Yo, mate, love your streams for real, not gonna lie. Thank you, dude. Sly Mike. We'll have to watch some other time and share tips. Add me on. Okay.
Date.
I thought I was actually getting a compliment. Dude, these fucking bots are getting so smart.
Mark Rober can move.
How fast?
That fast. That's faster. All right, Science Bob, do the honors. Oh, yes!
Oh.
Better luck next time, Jonah. Okay.
Now in hindsight,
Or you were just dumb. The first comment was like, oh, I appreciate the stream. I was like, okay. But as soon as I read it, it just said, this code, blah, blah, blah. Like, what the fuck?
I do admit my round 1 Selly against Jonah might have been
That's my point.
a bit extra.
That's right.
But regardless, it's on to round 2 versus Tori.
All right, Tori, what's your strategy?
Corners.
Wait, is her name Tori?
But regardless, it's on to round 2 versus Tori.
All right, Tori, what's your strategy?
Right. The
Which
idiot
corner
loves
would you
her.
say?
Left.
She's going left.
They said they enjoyed your stream. I knew a bot straight away.
Left.
No.
Tori, best of luck.
Concentration.
Oh, Tori! That was a good effort. Well played.
And with 2 of 6 down, I think it's worth pointing out, now that we were out in the field, I once again asked T-Mobile for an internet hookup. And that's when they suggested, why don't you just run the entire robot on 5G? And I said, well, in order to stop Ronaldo, it would need to start moving in less than 10 milliseconds. And that's 1/40th the time it takes to blink once. So there's no way wireless could keep up with that. And they said, actually, it can. And I said, wow. And sure enough, it actually worked. So like before, the camera sees the ball, but now when the computer picks up where it's going, that signal flies through Google Pixel rocking the tensor chip, ensuring super fast 5G speeds wirelessly through the air, across T-Mobile's portable private 5G network, straight into the robot, all in less
So
than
all
10
of this
milliseconds.
just to save Ronaldo shot, by the way.
Which means by the time your brain can even register the ball's moving, this robot has already moved to block it. Which is wild. Our third opponent, Kazushi, came in hot, making some very bold claims.
How fast can you kick?
Like 70 miles per hour.
Really? Kazushi, I'm gonna ask again now that I'm
Doesn't
holding
look
your
like you can do
radar gun.
that.
How fast can you kick a soccer ball?
Like 60.
Oh, he's got, okay.
Placement.
All right, Kazushi, let's see your 60-mile-an-hour blast.
Actually, like, let's go 55.
That pitch is pissing me off. It's artificial. I think it's not meant for football.
Okay, 55. Oh, wow. Wow.
And it's artificial.
Let's go.
Unfortunately,
Oh, well, by the way, if he scores that, then Ronaldo is scoring this as well. So
my goalie couldn't keep a clean sheet.
so many lines messing with my head. I don't think it's a football pitch. I think it's like, it's a American football pitch.
Accuracy issues,
For the
And they just
record,
have a goal in it.
54 miles per hour.
but failure is part of the process, so I took note and graciously moved on.
Get out of here, Kazushi. He walks at 2 miles an hour. I know that.
Our fourth kicker, Shinya, stepped up and just ripped a real beauty.
Oh!
How did I save that?
No chance! Shinya, what the heck?
But how did it save that, but it didn't save the other one? I don't know.
Left arm.
That's my bad.
I think it might have actually hit the post.
Honestly, that's better than scoring. I broke it.
Genia, get off my field.
My robot counterpart was definitely starting to fall apart, but my hope was he could keep it together for at least a few more saves.
Are you a lefty, Neo? He's not even saying. Oh, Mark, he's tricking you.
Let's go, Neo.
He is left. No, he's right.
Go, Neo!
Oh, that's not gonna work. It doesn't care if you're left or right.
Go!
Good save.
We got good news and bad news. We blocked the shot, but we seem to be losing material on each one.
Falling apart, man.
Neo, this is for you. That's a piece of me. Better luck next time, Neo.
Robot Mark Rober was on his last leg, but there was no time to tend to wounds when the final boss was waiting.
I've watched all these boys compete. I've seen them do their thing.
Yeah, but we've also been calibrating and learning ourselves.
I know, but you haven't seen a leg like mine before. Calibrate all you want.
First video of yours I saw, you bombed what would have been like a 70-yard field goal.
It's light work.
I mean, the wind was
How you know? Were you
tailwind.
there?
I can see your shorts doing this. I've heard enough talk. Now I want to see the action.
So I gave him 3 tries. Simple rules. Best of 3 wins.
You're not gonna ask my strategy?
I don't need to know your strategy. You just kick it real hard.
See if you're ready for this mark.
Right
See, this is why AI cannot replace humans.
at me. Oh, come on.
That shit
Oh,
was.
that's the
It can replace humans. I forgot about Onana.
body. See what the body has.
65 miles an hour, by the way.
Not bad. I'm just warming up. Let's try to hit 70 right here. Ooh.
Yeah, oh boy.
He blocked it though.
He blocked
But
it.
he's hurt. You gotta sub him.
I knew we should have used better glue.
And 20.
Robot,
Okay.
bro. This man spent months designing this thing, building this thing. He was
Because we could just name multiple keepers there. Like,
bragging about carbon fiber.
This could be just-
foam this.
Think we might require a goalie swap.
So after a quick sub of my critically injured keeper, it all came down to this, the final shot. And with the score tied, it was winner takes all.
I think we need to move you closer.
Closer?
Robo goalie is optimized for the penalty kicks.
We'll see how optimized he is.
All right. Let's go!
I mean, it is a
And
goal.
with an absolutely
It
heroic
went in, right?
effort, literally destroying
It is a
himself
goal.
to
It
get
doesn't
an
matter if
extra
it's
foot of
saved. It's a
reach,
goal.
He made the save. Well, almost made the save.
Their shit pens though. Well, he's not a footballer. He's like American footballer, so we take it. It just meant it's just fast.
Optimized, huh?
So we have some strength issues. To be fair, I
So it's
feel
no
like the
comparison
tracking is
exactly,
working
but-
well.
Yeah, it's been there every time.
I think it is
But
testing
what
right
do you think
now.
our chances are
I mean, he
with
needed a 26-minute video, and he probably doesn't have Ronaldo for 26 minutes.
Ronaldo?
If you fix the strength issues, I think he's got a pretty good shot against the goal.
While these real-world tests were encouraging, it was clear we still had a bit more work ahead of us. Ronaldo kicks even harder than D, so we'd clearly need to level up the robot's strength and durability. Dang it, he kicks hard. But even the speed and accuracy would need some work. For the strength issues, we knew from the beginning this would be a huge challenge because to withstand an 80-mile-an-hour kick, it needed to be really strong. But the bulkier and stronger something is, the harder it is to move it quickly. But it's a trade-off, just like how it's harder for me to move this big, heavy bowling ball back and forth versus this lightweight, flimsy little ping pong ball. So to solve that, we just used an old trick I learned at NASA where you sandwich a piece of dense foam between 2 sheets of carbon fiber. And now you've got something
Bro just casually said that. When I walked that NASA, like, bro.
that's really lightweight, weighing less than a gallon of milk,
And yet, it's also super strong. Abs, baby!
But this solution had one critical oversight, our attachment point. When we looked at the footage in slow motion, it was clear before the ball even made contact, the damage had already been done. And that's because we had to pull so hard on the goalie to get it moving that fast, we were peeling off the bracket and the whole back face in the process. So we reinforced the attachment of the bracket by adding 4 large diameter shear bolts and a carbon fiber cross member. And once we ran a test to simulate running the goalie with the old method
That'll do her.
versus the new method,
Yes.
it was clear this would make a huge difference.
Ship it.
To solve the accuracy issues, we doubled the number of cameras to 22, which means we've doubled the number of eyes looking for the ball stickers, so we no longer have the issue where we sometimes would lose sight of the ball. And finally, for the speed, we just pushed the motors to 250% of the standard power levels, which doubled the robot's speed to 41 miles per hour. So with all those fixes in place, it was time for one final test to see if we were finally ready
You know,
to
I
face
bet Ronaldo still scores.
Cristiano Ronaldo. And the early indicators pointed to yes, we were.
The brain is not meant to see things that large moving that fast.
It triggers your get out of here now response.
But just to be sure, we collected a few
It is
more
fast,
data
yes. It is fast now, yeah.
I think I'm really liking our chances. I think this is ready for
But I
the
still
pros.
think Ronaldo scores.
And with that, let's go. We were off to Portugal. Did you get it? And it turns out Portugal's a beautiful country filled with really cool people. But unfortunately, we had no time to enjoy it.
Bro, is it fast enough? But is it fast enough? Yeah, exactly.
to prepare to
It's Ronaldo, let's be honest. Like Ronaldo, even at 4 years, he's very good.
face off against their most famous countrymen. And out of the gate, disaster struck because once we got to the field and set things up, our goalie robot was basically missing every shot.
Wait,
Why?
did it move?
No.
But did you want it to move?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Something is wrong.
We couldn't get a good read on the ball position because there was so much noise in the tracking signal. And this was really confusing because we hadn't changed anything.
I wonder what that noise is from. It's so clean when we were in the States, right?
I'm kind of surprised. I'm looking at sources of variability.
And so as we stepped through all the sources of variability one by one, when we looked at the graph of the ball position from all the cameras and zoom all the way in, the ball seemed to be wiggling up and down just a tiny bit, about 1,500 times per minute, even though the ball itself was perfectly still. And 1,500 wiggles per minute coincidentally was the same RPM frequency of an engine you would find in a forklift that happened to be moving all around our field for the previous 3 hours. And that meant the motor vibrations were traveling through the tires, through the ground, and ever so slightly wiggling all 22 of our cameras, causing the super delicate tracking system to basically be useless. And so as soon as we cleared out the forklift, sure enough, the signal cleaned up perfectly, and we got
What are
back
the
to
odds of that? Also, like, engineers are like so smart.
for the most part. So while Ian stayed back to tackle that final bug in the code, I headed off to a Portugal World Cup qualifier game to do some last-minute recon on their star player before he would come over to meet our robot goalie after the match. Now, to be honest, I didn't learn much about Ronaldo's kicking game, but I did learn that his fans are very loyal.
Would you be really not subscribed from Ronaldo for me?
Absolutely not.
Because I'm only 5 million subscribers away from passing him on YouTube, and suffice it to say,
Ronaldo's on 76 million, and it's not even been a year since I've been on this.
No.
76.
No.
I would not be getting myself any closer while in this country. But the good news is I know of another country that has 5 times the population of this one, so do your thing, Argentina. Now, seeing that I was mere hours away from the greatest showdown of my life, I headed back to the field to wait for Ronaldo to finish his game while I ran one final test. Because this is a super complicated robot that took a year to build, but if you want to know what it feels like to build an epic robot of your own, well, you're in luck with Hack Pack, where you get a really cool robot in a box
We're not gonna
delivered
skip
right
it.
to your door.
We're not gonna skip it.
Right away with no programming required, unless you want to get creative, leveling up your robot's capabilities by tweaking the code, which we make really easy to do. Like with this desktop lamp that has its own personality, or this plant tank that will drive itself around the house to find the perfect sunny spot, as well as letting you know when it needs water. But then if you're just getting started on your journey of learning how to build anything you can dream up, with BuildBox you get a really fun mechanical toy each month where you build it alongside me, and I teach you all the cool physics that make it work. On top of that, each month your box has the chance to contain the platinum ticket, and if you get it, then you're coming out to Crunch Labs to build and play with my team for a day. So if you're a kid and you're looking for something to put at the top of your Christmas list,
Bro, this is sick.
or you're just looking to be the household hero by giving it to someone else, head to crunchlabs.com where we're giving away 2 free boxes for our holiday special.
Cool idea, can't lie. Yeah, if I was still a kid and I got that, I'd be so excited.
And where you'll find we finally completed our trilogy of creative engineering subscription box options, now ranging from ages 6 to 106. And now that the game was over, it was time to face Cristiano Ronaldo, the greatest soccer player of all time, a legend
In case you get invested in engineering, yeah, it's fun. I mean, he did say from aging 6 to 106.
on the field. And oh my gosh, he's right here tying his shoes right in front of me. All of a sudden, this was real, it was happening, and I had to show him that I meant business. All right, Cristiano, I will bet you 5 million subscribers that you cannot score on me in goal.
Doesn't care.
I'll give you 3 tries even.
That I don't score.
Yeah, and you won't score.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay.
Now, of course, I didn't think I was going to stop all of them. But considering my lifetime of soccer experience, I wondered if I had a shot at stopping one. I mean, he is Cristiano Ronaldo, but I've been training my whole
That
life
was so
for this
awkward, yeah. I don't think I understood.
Wow. Oh, that's not good.
Okay, obviously I wasn't going to be able to block all of them.
I'm not even wearing gloves. Ah!
Or
You should have
even
saved
two.
that.
That was like an inch gap. Okay.
But now
Now I know your tells.
I had a shot at getting one. Because having seen Cristiano's form hitting both the left and the right,
Oh,
I had a
he
chance
is
to
using his
study
weak
his
foot.
body language to figure out which direction he was going to.
Again, the same.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You even told me. That's disappointing.
One more.
No.
I actually have something else I want to show you over here.
It was time to introduce Ronaldo to my guest of honor in front of half the Portugal national
Oh. Wait, what the fuck?
soccer team he brought over with him. No biggie.
All right, Cristiano, when I said you couldn't score on me, I meant you couldn't score on my robot.
And I held for applause, as did my robot. But Cristiano seemed less than impressed.
It looks big, eh?
Yeah, he's a little bigger than me.
Yeah.
You want to see how fast it moves?
Yes.
Okay, Ian, we good? Let's show him. Do it one more time.
Yeah. This is gonna be difficult.
Very fast.
It's pretty fast. The robot is better than me.
So let's try.
Ronaldo was game.
Here we go.
I wanted to get started pretty far away from the goalie.
Tô a aquecer ainda, tô a...
All right, Cristiano, we are ready.
Okay.
It was time
I think
for
from this
Ronaldo
distance
to
you should
face
be able
some
to do
cold,
it.
hard engineering.
Hey!
Let me do another one just to see.
And his first kick didn't offer him up any clues.
Do you have a strategy now? What do you think?
We need to... I don't know.
Yeah, curl it
Let
in.
me try again.
Why is he using his weak
fast.
foot?
Agora vou lhe dar com força. Para ver.
Oh! So is he better than me?
Yes.
Ronaldo kept trying to go at it full force and quickly realized this was not going to be an easy fight.
I like that you're stretching.
Because it's
that.
rigged. Yeah, it's not gonna happen, but I think it should be, from a distance, he should be able to curl it in.
But the only thing taking a beating was Ronaldo standing amongst his teammates.
Queres tentar?
So I took a shot on my own.
If you keep going, you might tire him out. I don't know. I'm just kidding.
Until he gently suggested I shut my mouth,
Oh!
which left quite an impression.
Wow. That would have broken a nose.
The goalie
Why
robot
is he
looked
going
to
weak
be
foot,
unbeatable,
though?
Which was a huge relief, because when shipping the robot over here, one of the carriage rails got slightly damaged, and this meant sometimes it would stop short of the goalpost on kicks placed to the right. But thankfully, it didn't seem to be an issue after all.
You think he could be on the Portuguese team?
Yes. Better than Diogo.
It seemed like his theory was that the cameras were tracking his body to predict the ball direction before he kicked it.
No, it
so we ran
wasn't.
a simple test.
Oh! Panenko! The stutter!
But then he seemed to have a new plan,
A bola tem sensor. Não é ele. A bola, ele sente a bola a sair.
because he stopped using his kicks to try and beat the robot and started using his kicks to try and find a weakness.
Yep.
Vou tentar diferente agora. Ai!
That had potential.
Ser naquele cantinho ali. Tens de
Yeah,
tentar com
top
calma.
pins it is.
Bate-lhe aqui.
Okay, I'm getting nervous.
Let me try again.
Okay.
Last one. É isso que eu vou fazer.
All right, ready when you are.
It's gonna be top pins. I mean, he did score. I mean, he did. Oh, he used his right. Yeah, he did
funny
use his
thing
right.
about lifelong
Yeah.
dreams
I mean, he did score, but
is they always involve
I don't want to ruin the video here. But that's the robot failing. Like, it didn't. It wasn't a top pin, so I was slow as well. That's just.
a bunch of unexpected twists and turns on the pathway up the mountain that often end up being some of the best moments.
Mas é top. Esta é impossível.
And even when the view at the top isn't exactly what you first pictured,
Thank you, buddy. Really appreciate it, Ronaldo.
And very good, very good evening.
Okay,
Very nice.
it means you can now see a bunch more mountaintops you could potentially climb next. But those will have to wait for another video.
Oh, that's as nice as you. That's
Wait, it didn't sound like he said the NASA people, by the way. Or NASA.
Video.
How they call it.
as nice as you.
We're gonna move on from it. You know what? Good video. That was like a 7 out of 10 because I expected the robot to actually like he beat him on a technicality, but it's not a good robot though. Like I think what the robot did, any carnival robot could do that.